Hello everyone, once again it is me and we are back for another episode of playing VGC 2019. I'm still using the exact same team that I featured in the last two episodes with Xerneas and Lunala. We were able to win all of our first four battles and yeah, so let's see if we can get some more wins and some more challenges in. First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much for all the support that I got and that the videos got. It's been very, very nice. You guys have been very kind to me. I'm very, I don't know, happy that some of you might have enjoyed the first two videos. And yeah, I don't know, that's just motivating me and makes it even more fun to be recording again and to be playing on Wi-Fi again, because in last year's format, I don't think I played a whole lot of Wi-Fi battles at all, and I don't know, I just didn't really feel like playing too much. Had a lot of other stuff going on in my life with university and so on, so yeah, I didn't really compete in the previous season as much and didn't attend the World Championships for the first time in forever. Like the last time I was not at the World Championships was in 2011 when I was like 15, 16 years old. So yeah, it's been quite a while since I didn't go to Worlds, but yeah, I didn't go this year, watched it from home, which was also an interesting experience, I would say. It was fun seeing my friend Robin win the title in the TCG, and of course also Paul winning in the VGC. I was very happy about that too. So but yeah, for this season, I'll try to play a little bit more. I will be attending the Frankfurt Regionals at the end of this month, and then we'll see from there on out. So my first opponent, actually, since I'm kind of short on time, this might be the only battle for this episode, but we're facing off against a Necrozma, Duskmane, Kyogre, Latias, Incineroar, Tapu Koko, and Frothorn. Very nice of our opponent to put the two restricted Pokemon on top of their team, so it's easier to figure out what we're up against. I really like Choice Specs Lunala's damage output against this team, because he, like Lunala, really hits the Latias and the Necrozma for super effective damage with Moongeist Beam. And then the Ludicolo is kind of there to threaten away the Incineroar and the Kyogre of my opponent, because of course Incineroar does really well against Lunala. Even though my opponent has Frothorn and Necrozma, I think Xerneas can actually do kind of well there, but then we would need the Incineroar to deal with those steel types. Smirgle isn't that great. My opponent has Electric Terrain with Tapu Koko and Frothorn to block the Spore, and Stakataka can't really do too well against Frothorn, against Necrozma, against Kyogre. Yeah, like Stakataka is mainly there for Xern teams that really try to set up Xern, and yeah, since that is not the case here, we will leave it on the bench and go with the Ludicolo and Lunala lead again. So let's see. Duskmane Necrozma is what our opponent is leading, and that Pokemon, thanks to its Prism Armor, is what I think it's called. Thanks to the Prism Armor ability, is able to survive a Choice Specs boosted Moongeist Beam. So if we want to prevent a potential Trick Room, we would need to double up into the Necrozma. I think though that we can afford not taking the KO. So instead I'm just going for the Moongeist Beam for a lot of damage and Fake Out into the Incineroar. Necrozma actually protects, okay. So probably went for a protect and knock off play, knock off into the Lunala. So, since he protected this turn, this opens up an opportunity to double up into the Necrozma. Let's see, what Pokemon could he potentially switch in there to take a combination of Moongeist Beam and a water type attack? It's not really anything. And we will be able to take an attack, like we will be able to survive knockoff with our Lunala thanks to Shadow Shield. So I'm just going to double up into the Necrozma with Moongeist Beam and Hydro Pump. Grass Knot also might have been enough, Oh, actually, if he has a 50% berry, this could be really, really bad. But, oh, it looks like he might have been a very offensive variant of Necrozma. And Hydro Pump missing its target, unfortunately. But, I mean, that's fine with me, because, like, the way I calculated this turn, I thought that I would need the double up onto the Necrozma anyway. But it looks like he might have been a little bit more offensive. Maybe he didn't even carry Trick Room at all. Because usually if Duskmane Necrozma has maximum HP investment, it should be able to take a Moongeist Beam, even from Choice Specs Lunala. So you turned out chose Lunala as the target, I think, which did a little bit less damage than it would do to the Ludicolo, of course. But breaking Shadow Shield is always kind of nice. Now this, like, seeing Ferrothorn and Incineroar is a sign that I immediately want to switch into my own Incineroar. I'm not even sure if I need Lunala anymore in this battle. And I'm considering just going for a Moongeist Beam into the Ferrothorn here. Just to soften it up a little bit and to help Xerneas in the long run. Because now Lunala already kind of did its job, got rid of one of the two steel types of my opponent, and yeah, making Xerneas' life just way, way easier. Ferrothorn though protects, good play on my opponents, and won't take any additional damage this turn. And now let's see if knockoff is enough to knock out my Lunala. Ooh, it's actually Darkest Lariat, okay. So yeah, that does the trick. And gets the clean KO, not running knockoff, interesting. That means they have an opportunity to go into Xerneas now and fake out the Ferrothorn and Geomancy. However, his Incineroar could have Roar. Do I want to risk that? Our other option would be going into Ludicolo and going for Hydro Pump and Flare Blitz or something like that. I think even if he has Roar, we can still win. And I'm not sure if we would get an opportunity to go for Geomancy again in this battle. So even if he roars me out, I will definitely go into Ludicolo because it's the only Pokemon I have in the back. So we end up in kind of like the same situation, except with me not having the Power Herb anymore. However, I'm not even sure if we will get the chance to set up another Geomancy, so I'm just trying my luck here. As he's switching into Kyogre, which might be a sign that he has something on his Incineroar to contest this Geomancy. But let's see, it could also be something like Snarl potentially, since that also kind of limits the damage output of a boosted Xerneas. But I have a feeling we might have a Roar coming in here, because of how he stayed in there. Or maybe he's just, I don't know, U-turning into Ferrothorn. Okay, yeah, he cannot, like, usually you cannot afford to drop Flare Blitz on these kind of teams because of how strong Ferrothorn would be against you. So yeah, I think the threat of Roar was like kind of small, but at the same time I also really wanted to cover all the outs. So now, yeah, due to him switching into both Kyogre and Ferrothorn, this still kind of leaves us with a choice here. I need to KO the Kyogre with Moonblasts if I want to get rid of it. But then I cannot KO Ferrothorn. So I will switch into Ludicolo and scout a potential Protect coming out from the Kyogre, I guess. Yeah, he just goes for an Origin Pulse. So this should be Origin Pulse and Gyro Ball into the Xerneas. Okay. So now I'm going to fake out Ludicolo and Moonblast the Kyogre. So if he is some sort of choice variant, like either Specs or Scarf, based on the damage, he could be... probably Choice Specs would have done a little bit more. But a lot of Kyogre are choiced, so... yeah, we will get off a free attack this turn, which is going to be a Moonblast hitting into the Incineroar. So, yeah, this should be a good turn for us, even though we're not actually getting rid of the Ferrothorn just yet. And we'll take some passive damage here on the Ludicolo with Life Orb and Iron Barbs. But this Moonblast should be enough. Okay, it's actually a V Incineroar. Okay, yeah, makes sense with the moves that we have seen. But that is really good for us, because he cannot really punish me switching into Incineroar and protecting. If he went down, then Kyogre comes back in again, and I cannot knock out the Ferrothorn, so he would have been able to do something, like I would have needed to hope that he KOs my Ludicolo, for example. But now, yeah, the switch into Incineroar is pretty free. Even if he goes for something like a U-turn, I can always fake out the Ferrothorn next turn and Moonblast. And yeah, we're playing like Protect the Deer, setting up Geomancy and then just alternating between Protect and going for Fake Out and Attack. Yeah, this is really what this core can do very, very well. So he gets off a Power Whip on Incineroar, but yeah, that doesn't really help. And at this point, Ferrothorn, after being intimidated, also shouldn't really be able to KO Xern anymore. I'm actually not sure about that calc. Dazzling Gleam should be enough to get the KO, and even if it didn't, we actually probably wouldn't mind Incineroar sticking around for another turn. I mean, he's probably just U-turning anyway, but then Rain wouldn't be up, because this is the very last turn of Rain. So yeah, either way, I wouldn't even mind this Incineroar actually taking the hit, but nope, it goes down. And now Rain is over and he gets to switch in Kyogre. If he went for U-turn, Kyogre would technically be coming in on the same turn, and then Rain would just stop, so there wouldn't be any Rain, and then next turn Moonblast plus Flablets would have just been game over. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to switch into Ludi and Protect again, because why not? I don't really see any reason. Like, maybe substitute Ferrothorn could be something that could potentially punish this play. But besides that, I'm not really seeing anything he can do. Now, yeah, he still goes for another Orange Impulse. I'm pretty positive this Kyogre is choice locked of some sort. Now let's see the damage again. 60. Yeah, it's probably not Specs. Might be Scarf. Ludicolo actually hanging in there for another turn. So I can just go for Fake Out into the Ferrothorn and Moonblasting the Kyogre. And this should be pretty safe. So yeah, getting rid of that Necrozma early on really helped my Xerneas, obviously. And then thanks to double Fake Out, this team is able to deal with Ferrothorn. He actually just takes that hit, so if he crits here, he could win if he survives the Fake Out afterwards. Yeah, that must be Choice Specs actually. That did so much. I had -1. Yeah, I'm not really sure against with Ludicolo calcs, but with Xern I think I'm a little bit better. So yeah, there was not really any danger of us ever losing this game, I think. But yeah, I still wanted to play it safe, and in the end that worked out kind of nicely. Yeah, this also kind of lines up pretty well for me, because I need to go and catch a train in 10 minutes. So yeah, this is going to be the only battle for this episode, but I hope I got to show off how this team can work a little bit better and a little bit more. Yeah, the comment section of the past videos was a lot about you guys being happy that there's videos and so on, but I want to start something like Gengar's comment of the day in a similar way again, where we have discussions in the comments, or where I get to understand your guys' point of view a little bit better. So in the comments, please let me know how much you enjoy playing this format so far, and what type of teams you have tested so far, or if there's any particular team you would want me to use on the channel. We're starting off with something pretty generic, pretty standard, but yet pretty interesting. Unlike Big 6, where it was a lot about like maximum speed, maximum attack, special attack, and then you just attack, and so on. With this type of team, there's a lot of common Pokemon, but you still have a little bit more playing ground, in my opinion at least. So yeah, I think this was a pretty good battle to show off how Lunala and Xerneas work together. Like Lunala getting rid of that Necrozma, and then the Xerneas having a way easier day after that. So yeah, this is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed what I did. As always, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and so on. You can follow me on Twitter, and then I think that's it. Yeah, just let me know in the comments what you think about this format, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.